Alright, guys, you know what it is. I can't help myself. Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? Another Comic Con today. Yet another Comic Con was the name of it. A bit of a theme with that one. and, a bunch of stuff here. It's been a long day, long week, but it's late at night. But let me do this now. Share the stuff with you guys. Let's go through it. Once in a while, we'll stop and talk, but there's a lot here, so we're gonna power on through. Let's go. Yeah, and there's a lot. So, I mean, I could like stop and look and be like, "What is this? Who did this?" But you guys could tell me maybe if necessary. I'll talk about what I know. First off, there was a dollar bin, and it was that same guy who had like a bunch of Manara books on the wall and stuff. But some dollar stuff from Eternity, Doll Man, some Full Moon kind of crossover. Number one. Cloak and Dagger #1. Yeah, with Marvel Rivals. I'll check it out. Maybe I can. I don't know. Am I a reseller of fucking? I don't even know anymore, man. You gotta get out of the game or go all in or something. Cloak and Dagger #1. Oh, all in. From the miniseries. An Art Germ variant for Mary Jane. Who knows if this is horrible, but pretty nice cover. Jonah Hex that I didn't have. Number 69. Nice. Sheena, Queen of the Jungle. 25¢. Who did this cover? Kind of nice anyway. I like Moritat. Moon Knight #1. I just really like this McNiven cover. I can't remember what it was like to read this, but always did like this. Silly cover by guy. Doing a little bit. Mask. Some more crossover. Fun series. These toys were awesome. These were great toys. Longshot #5. Art Adams for $1. That's great. These are all pretty sweet out of the series. X-Force #2, another Deadpool. Oh, it has a tear in it. Golly. There was a second copy maybe I should have got instead. Oh my. Wolverine #2 from the ongoing 1988 or whatever series. Antarctic Press, indie or underground looking comic though. S.A. King's Naked Eye, introducing the Dirty Privates lady and friends. Nothing but dirty privates as far as the eye can see. Mature readers. You got me. Moon Knight #1. I hope this is the Shalvey and Ellis series. I'm missing #1 of that, but who knows. This just sounded like a cool cover. You know, we all feel like this guy sometimes, monkey with a bunch of electrodes connected to his brain. Primordial #1. Virgin or something. Scalped final issue. Maybe it's something for $1. Okay. These, I think he gave me these two for like 25. Tomb Raider #45, Adam Hughes cover. Let me just, if you feel like I'm not a part of anything anymore, feel so alone out there, you gotta be part of something bigger with the bros getting the lewd kind of horny covers, man. The Brotherhood. Pirate Girls. This is Eros, so if I can get Eros stuff for like pretty cheap. I don't recognize who this artist is though, but it looks pretty apt, pretty able. There's an Elvis impersonator back there. Who's this signature? Stealth and I don't know. Okay, that guy. Next vendor. Another guy who always has like great horny art. First print. He had these Manara books, 3 of them, and they weren't priced, so I asked him how much he would want for all 3. And right before that, there was a Sally Forth, one of those jumbo Wallywood, the black and white that's like pretty big, like treasury-sized dish. And I saw somebody get that for $20 right before I was about to ask about it. But these 3 of these for $50. These old Manaras in pretty nice shape, old printings. Hidden Camera. Absolutely can't show the inside of these. Dies Irae. That's a wild song, man. How many different versions of that? That's the opening credits for the Shining, Wendy Carlos and Gregorian. There's a couple. Just try to sound smart. Just a little bit of trivia. It's the what is that shit called? Day of Wrath or Wrath of God? Maybe I'm not that smart, but Manara anyhow. The Ape. He actually said this one. He was talking about. He's like, yeah, the good stories on those, and I was like, yeah, I get them for the stories. wink, wink. But he said this is different. Yeah, it's a different writer, and he's like, I don't really know about the stories of that. I have been looking for. Oh, it's Catalan Communications. I've been looking for the. This was in a bunch of heavy metal serialized in like 9 or 10 parts, so it's like a little bit long, maybe. But yeah, we'll see about that. If it's not straight up erotica, then it's interesting too, I suppose. Okay, next. Couple of big boy books from Wayne, because I had seen these at the last show that he was doing, but I was like, I want them, but maybe next time. Weird War Tales #1. I'm curious about the condition of this. It should be better. You know, we're not all about condition, but for curiosity's sake, let's satisfy that. Yeah, the great series of skeletons with Swazis and stuff, and apes and everything. For those who don't know. These are a little more popular. It was so great finding these in book bins before growing up, but honestly, you would never find early issues. Like, it's kind of hard for me to see even #1. The staples are a little bit loose. The centerfold is detached on one staple, but I kind of like it. Like, the pages are clean inside. As long as it's not like falling apart, I'm pretty good with that. I've realized that my wheelhouse maybe is kind of like VG plus to fine. Like, I like a lot of stuff in that range. Maybe this is like straight up VG. He said he classified it as like a G though. So the price tag on this was $70, along with, I mean, what do we need to talk about this? Everybody knows. We're War Tales. You know what it is. This one, Wolverine #1 in like near mint. And honestly, man, I like Larry Hama and Silvestri the best, or even Hama and Teixeira. But just, this is the collector's side of me to like get this. So these two priced at $70 for $110. He did pretty nice, you know. Not I'm pretty happy with that. I think so. All right. Now let's move to like dollar bins actually. Okay. One guy. Okay, this stack of dollar bin stuff is about from fingertip to palm of hand, so a little bit thick of dollar stuff. This guy had this Aliens versus Predator. I putting it together, but the main thing is the John Bolton covers are kind of finding some new love for those. I didn't even realize they were John Bolton before. Aliens Alchemy #3, Richard Corbin and John Arcudi. I might have this already. Nightmares #1 with Doug Mensch, Paul Gulacy, and Don McGregor. This is awesome. I've talked about this a couple times though, but kind of like almost like Hammer horror. Best, like, you know when the Hammer horror is like really good, maybe even better than any Hammer horror movies I've seen anyhow. And there's 2 stories in these, and the other one is almost kind of like the Wicker Man noir. It's pretty awesome. Catwoman this is another dude. He had an online auction. This one that I got because I'm trying to get any Siren stuff with Guillaume March. Let's take a look inside even. This was $2. Just flip through, but some eye candy throughout. It's pretty nice that Guillaume March delivers the goods. Nice shots. He does like cool dynamic angles and stuff though too. He has like a pretty nice sweet spot between being serious but fun with the content. Yeah, I like the angles a lot of the time, and like the what's it called? Wait a minute, it's hard to think here. Perspective and almost like fisheye lens type effects that he does too. It's pretty awesome. This looks like it might be good. I guess this is what, Catwoman in New 52. There you go, right there. Yeah. Love those sirens. He also had this Nightwing Rebirth #1. I guess it's Seeley on the writing and Paquette on the art. I'll check out some Nightwing. I know it's one that's like actually got the kind of younger generation, I guess, like reading comics. So I want to respect that. I want to expand my repertoire of what I know about. Okay, this next batch here is from like, okay, down to here. It's like down to here, like that thick, from the legend John Tomjanovic. Tons of buck bins there. It was a hard fought battle getting into to look at that stuff, because I was like manning my table, and a lot of the time like it was crowded around his bins all day. Good work. Maybe I should, side note, maybe I should like kind of like not have $2 or $3 books, or should I only have like $5 end up, and then like $1? I don't know, it seems like a good way to move things, but I don't know, man. Well, okay, side note, I was about half the turnout as the last show I did, and I did about half as good, so maybe there's that, but it's just kind of like, I wish I could have done better, but it's, you know, it's kind of just supplementing the habit. Kind of just like, okay, if I sell stuff, my budget to buy stuff is bigger. But anyway, okay, let's get through his dollar bin stuff here. Electra number 23. There was a bunch of Electra, but I was just getting it if it said this mature violent content, because I don't know, I like the character of Electra, but I guess there's a bunch of different volumes. This is number 32. Classic kind of twisted spine pose, love to see it. Number 24, Sienkiewicz looking cover, I think it is, yeah. Number 4 from the Marvel Knights era. Number 16, number 24, number 19. No idea what this is. DC Comics Bombshells, number 13, number 14. On second look at these, I don't know if I should have got these. I don't know if these are my kind of thing. Number 15. Here's more Nightwing. Nightwing number 2 of 4 miniseries. Number 3. Who does? Denny O'Neil. Greg Land on art. I could, you know, who knows how that'll be. Robin number 0 with Chuck Dixon. I recently found, I guess from the same kind of run, Robin number 1 and 2 by the similar team, I guess. Vampirella versus the Superpowers. The Dynamite are always like, you know, hit or miss, a lot of the bad girl stuff, but I guess this is a Jay Lee cover, and for $1 I'll always dip my toe in. I'm bound to find a good run here or there, right? Punisher number 49, just missing that one, put them together. Spectacular Spider-Man, the She-Hulk on the cover, so I'll bite. Star Wars The Protocol Offensive, one shot. Anthony Daniels on the credit as Igor Corday on the art too. John was like, yeah, it's written by the actor who played C-3PO, or co-written, so he's like, why is that even still in there? How come nobody's bought it yet? But I'll take it, sure. Godzilla versus Fantastic Four. North Romita Jr. I guess, is North the guy that's doing Planet of the Apes versus Fantastic Four right now? Which I haven't read, but people are saying that it's some of the best Fantastic Four they've read in recent years, and that he should be like the Fantastic Four writer if they had their choice. But yeah, we'll try that out. Grendel number 11. Still, I forgot my wish list at home. I hate that. It's just working. I'm working too much, too long, and like I had to rush out the door this morning, and it never fails that when I'm rushing out the door in the morning, I'll forget something. Remembered everything else except for my wish list and my $1.50 pins, which is a shame, because that's kind of, I'm like, that'll like attract the people, you know. I think I could have I broken the ice a little more. Anyhow, that's just a side note. Grendel number 9. Yeah, I don't know which ones of these I'm missing, man. Number 18. I probably have this. Fuck it up. Number 15. Number 12. Number 33. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, number 58. Nice Cobra Commander on that. House of Mystery, number 309. Kaluta. These are always fun. I kind of want to, I can't wait to read I, Vampire in sequence. I don't know if that's necessary, but Bruce Jones writes that, so. Classic Star Wars, number 1, Goodwin and Williamson. Grendel Tales, Homecoming, number 1 of 3. Vampirella vs. Reanimator, or Hero, Herbert West. Cullen Bunn and Blackie Shepherd. And that's Jabba the Hutt, another Jabba the Hutt. written by Jim Woodring, so that's interesting. Vampirella number 7. Yeah, these are always hit or miss, but if it's Amanda Connor is pretty good with the Dynamite stuff for me anyhow. Punisher number 52. This is an extra copy because this series, this comic, I mean, it looks silly, right? And you hear about later Punisher issues being silly, but this is, yeah, thanks for the recommendation to a homie out there. This is wicked. This is really good, actually, this issue. It's a pretty perfect issue. Classic Star Wars A New Hope number 1, Art Adams doing that. Nice Gam March. Yeah, I'm really picking up Gam March if I find it for a decent price. Vampirella Year 1. He only did the cover though, but it's enough to get me through the door. This looks like almost a Mike Zeck cover, maybe. Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man number 215. Yeah, and we're not just, I'm remarking on covers to have something to talk about, but you know, followers, anybody who's watched previous videos, you know that I'm trying to get stuff that has cool interiors too, especially. That's, I want the total package. Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man 186. Anytime these are like $2 or less, I think it's like pretty great to get them. Marvel Tales 192. 206. I think I'm missing this one for like a second set of Fantastic Four with the Art Adams trilogy of Ghost Rider, Wolverine, Hulk, and Spider-Man. Just a so-so read though, but kind of classic, fighting against a giant monster kind of thing. So not bad either. Black Canary and Oracle of Birds of Prey number 1, Chuck Dixon, Dick Giordano. That's pretty good dudes. And number 3, no, there's a different one, Birds of Prey Manhunt, I guess. Lady Supreme by Terry Moore. I was like, what? Let's see. Yeah, I was pretty interested to see inside here because I've been getting into Terry Moore thanks to Tallulah for recommending. And May 1996, but this doesn't look like Terry Moore's later stuff. Oh, because he's the writer. Okay. Craig Wagner and Deodato Studios penciling. Yeah, well, how come it only has his his credit on the cover? You tricky bastards. Because kind of generic 90s fodder looking art, but yeah, I'm not sure if I'll get through that. Yeah, we'll try. Batman, Batgirl, Grendel number 8, number 7, Batman Annual number 18, Elseworlds. Looks like a Mignola cover, so oh yeah, okay, I see the signature there. Why not? Maybe he only did the cover though. Catwoman number 50, Classic Star Wars number 2, number 16, The Shadow from Dynamite. I've never read any Dynamite Shadow. We'll see. For $1, sure. Number 3, Catwoman, the New 52, number 5, more Gam March. I almost want to open this up too. Okay, I don't want to like focus too much on one kind of thing, but yeah, this looks pretty good. I like it when it looks like there's no weak pages. You know what I mean? And a lot of strong ones. Like there's kind of at least one anchor on every page maybe, or thereabouts. Like that looks pretty nice. He's pretty sick with like anatomy and cool poses and stuff. The figures never look stiff. They look really animated. Nice panel breaking figure on that one too. We won't go too on and on. Okay, but you're glad I opened this up, right? I know some of the homies are into this. Okay, enough joking around. To the next thing. The Shadow number 5 from Dynamite again. Catwoman with the Paul Pope cover from Brubaker era. Trying to put that all together. Number 6. Okay, whenever I see innovation, I'm like, is it gonna be Shadow the Torturer? I need it. But no, this is the Vampire Lestat, which I always pass these up, but I think these are actually like John Bolton covers, right? Did he do the interior too? That I just checked. That's a negative. No, he did not. But painted interiors, we'll see. You know, I'll give it the old sneaking into a movie treatment, where you could just watch like 15 minutes and decide if you want to stay or not. Did you guys all grow up doing that? Or even like, I know some people's families even would be like, we paid for one movie, well, you know, after the credits we'll go check out another one in another theater, see if we might want to watch that at some point. Just pop in, like change the channels on the TV. Okay, these are from Jeff. He had a dollar bin. He has a little bit of something for everyone. I like that modus operandi. And even this trade paperback was $1, so these are some dollar stuff. Alien Legion on the Edge trade paperback. Duxton and Stroman. Mysteries 1950s three-dimensional crime. No glasses in there though. Nightmares #2 to go along with that other Nightmares #1. Have we showed #2 before? Blood on Black Satin. It's rad. Sheena, #2. Oh no, this is #1 and #2. Grey Morrow, right? Yeah. Chicks. This looks like different artists, but maybe it's just the cover as such. Because like that style looks different. Maybe it's McGuire? He was kind of doing something that would kind of look like Adam Husey, but maybe kind of like this too. I'm just guessing. This set of, yeah, those are a buck each all here. Dead Man, the Kelly Jones and Mike Baron as prestige formats. Winter World #1 to 3, because I get a little antsy if I don't have a second one. These were kind of fun. From, oh shit, sorry, mic fell out of my ear. Heavy Hitters, The Trouble with Girls. These are actually like, I don't know, I've read 1 or 2 and like they were, even though the art doesn't, on a glance, doesn't look very, like it kind of looks like generic, just whatever, meh stuff, but the ones I've read were really fun to read. I would try to think of a synopsis right now, but it was a little difficult to do, but I'd say if you see them in a buck or 50-cent bin, give them a try too. This is #4. This came out from like different publishers, so I have no idea what this is, but pretty nice covers. Masquerade numbers 1 to 4 from the pages of Project Superpowers. Black Adam, because I saw it had Doug Monk, I guess. I think it's Doug Monk on the art. #1 to 6. Some Rumiko Takahashi, Rumik World #2. These are all like, it seems like they're all like one-shots. There's a second copy of this one, and yeah, they're pretty fun. Pretty fun. Damn, we're really showcasing sirens and kind of cheesecakey stuff. But would I ever stop? Let's do some more. Catwoman Uncovered #1. This is a collection much like the recent Poison Ivy. Was that also uncovered? These are like showcasing different variant covers, painted and otherwise, for Catwoman. Let's take a quick flip through. Oh, and my bad, this one, you know, for anybody who cares, it's like minty. Original cover price $6. This one and a couple others now were this was $3, and a couple the following were like $2 each. Bermejo, this Archer one is really nice. But yeah, again, the what's it called, matte pages interior, which usually I've kind of feel like glossy interiors are overdone, but with these covers they would look pretty awesome. These covers kind of like, I guess because the fact that they're painted in like a bajillion or infinite, if you will, amount of colors, maybe that's why they would look better with gloss. I'm not really sure, but generally that's the idea I get. Jim Ballant, Jenny Friesen, Sousa Micah. Lots of Sousa Micah. Does she kind of use like Michelle Pfeiffer even as like a kind of model for the face? Maybe. Stiff Stefan Sejic. I don't know the pronunciation, but lots of Artgerm. Man, I like Artgerm. Could he be a what's it called? Anyway, more Artgerm. Jenny Friesen. Take a quick look. This is just like a minute or two, right? So Zamaika, Rosbesh, Sway, Terry and Rachel Dodson. So Zamaika, Sway. Yeah, I kind of putting together that short box of like kind of pin-up-y stuff and variant covers. I feel the same way as when I got like a magazine box finally going and put all my magazine size stuff in there. Is that when it was all mixed up with other like sections, it's kind of like, oh, whatever, you come across it once in a while. But when you put it all together, it's like, this is kind of a sweet box now. Like, there was one guy there who bought some pinup style stuff off me, or he asked me if I had, and I had like a section of it, and I was like, yeah, there's all like kind of pinup cheesecakey stuff and variants. And some of it is magazine sized, and he's like, I don't know about getting a magazine sized box. And I'm like, just do it, dude. When you put all your magazine size stuff together, you're gonna see like, whoa, this is like a pretty awesome box of stuff. So just one of those things. Let's see here, there's probably a couple. Oh shit, that looks nice too. Take a, you know, we like to stop once in a while and power through once in a while. Yeah, more Friesen, or Friesen, however you'd say. Frank Cho and Sabine Rich, Tula Lote. They kill it. And I guess this series is going pretty long now, so going long and strong. That's what they used to call me in college. Jokes. Jenny Friesen again. More Artgerm. This is pretty nice too. Kind of metallic looking. Totino Tedesco. Okay, keep it moving. Second copy of this, finally. I actually like this quite a lot. Written by Ian Edgington and Mike S. Miller on the interiors with the nice Gam March cover. Looker. It's a one shot where she's like a vampire who runs a modeling agency. Sounds like a silly 1990s kind of fodder, but actually I really like it. You know, maybe you'd think it'd be kind of like Buffy or VIP or Barbed Wire or something. But out of all that stuff, not that this goes with it, but I'd say maybe it's almost like that, but like quite good actually. Pretty enjoyable. Aliens Lovesick. This is kind of nice, kind of a fun one. A little more lighthearted, but still a pretty nice one. I still like this one. Pardon me, it's been some years since I've read this, but maybe about 10 years ago. But let's give it a quick flip here, maybe. More cartoony style, but you can see it's like pretty lighthearted and fun. And I know you just saw a woman in her underwear there, but oh, you're just falling for the same old tricks, maybe you're thinking, but no, this is like pretty solid, as well as having her fighting the alien while being in her underwear the whole time. I promise. Anyhow, yeah, this Bolton cover too, isn't it? I didn't even realize. So shout out again to that recently mentioned channel, that Comic Samurai, for showcasing lots of Bolton covers that I not only I didn't realize were Bolton, but a lot that I hadn't even like seen before. Okay, next vendor. Or you know what? This is just kind of a preview, not a vendor, but homie showed up with some goods that we've been talking about exchanging for a while. Or actually this he brought me as a gift, man. This fucking sick ass present, man. So cool. I'll show this better at another time. I'll just consider this kind of a preview. Katsuro Otomo from homie went to Japan and picked up a bunch of cool stuff for himself, of course, but he said this stuff is just like a dime a dozen over there. Not quite, but only like a few dollars. You can get like kick-ass things sometimes. So a really cool present. I do not speak of the Japanese though, but we'll see. He says there's like a million freaking, there's so many Otomo pieces in Japan that have never been like translated over here and released over here. There's like such a huge catalog of stuff, I guess, but definitely appreciate this. Highway Star. And this deal we made, I feel like I still owe him. I want to get him some more stuff. 50 Charlton Horror comics for, well, not to be gauche, put his business out in the streets, but you know, we talk about that for people that are interested in the wheeling and dealing and stuff of like, oh, what's possible, what's kind of like, I don't know, maybe people to consider the fair market or what they can do for themselves, or maybe they could do better and stuff like that, or like, you know, it's but 50 of these for $100. And I'd like to, you know, if you see this, dude, I'll talk to you in person as well. I want to give you some more. But rather than just like powering through these, I think I'll like take a little more time with them in a follow-up video after. Because what am I gonna do? Only show the covers and say the numbers? It would be more fun to like take a little bit more time later. So let's do that. This was from today, but we'll give a little bit of a closer look in subsequent time. Okay, next dudes. So Wayne the dude who put on the show, I had got some of those Enemy Ace comics off him at recent shows, and I remarked to him, I was like, if you see any more, or if you see Our Army at War 151 like in your collection, because it seems like when he brings stuff out, it seems like he probably has like a bunch more that he doesn't bring. And he's kind of just like picking what he thinks would be good to bring. And I was like, if you come across any more Enemy Ace or this Army at War 151, I'd be interested. And he's like, you could tell he like looks back into his brain, and he's like, it has like a black cover and a yellow question mark on it, right? And I was like, yeah, that's the one. But he flagged me down when he was looking at a vendor, and he said, hey, Eugene, check it out. The price on this was $88, but this price is back from like maybe 10-ish years ago, I think. This price tag. Yeah, this is that vendor who had the Manara, or another vendor who has like cool pervy stuff. This was like mixed in some stuff. So I was like, hey dude, well, I was like, man, I want that. And Wayne's like, try offering him 60. But no, he didn't. He's like, no, I'm not budging on that. And when I look it up, I've been looking for this for, I guess, like a couple months, maybe like about 3 months now or so, 2 at least, and keeping my eye out there. And it seems like in a VG, like this is probably VG. Let's look. Yeah, let's look. I swear I'm not becoming just a condition like key guy. Guys, I'm still the same, man. But it's just a little bit more rare. So talk about that. Yeah, this isn't. I like how this is solid. Like the cover is really snug on there. It's not moving, and it seems like interior wise, there's nothing wrong with it. Maybe a little bit of like, what is it, like a slight little thing there on like a page or two. The cover maybe had like fold and blah blah blah. Would this be like VG plus to fine minus maybe? Yeah, this is like significantly lower than I would find it, and it seems like in higher grade it's like you don't see it, or it'll be like quite expensive. And like I said again, I seem to like this like kind of range, because then I don't feel too precious about handling it. Like I don't feel like I'm Indiana Jones or something. Like I could crumple it up right now. No, I wouldn't do that, but Killer Moon. Yeah, I'm stoked to get this. This is sick. This is awesome. There's no way this is gonna let me down. I'm gonna have like my freaking smoking jacket with like leather patches on the elbows, smoking a pipe by the fireplace, reading this, man. This is some prestige. Yeah, and more smut that he has. Because I have number 2. This is Colwell, right? Yeah, Guy Colwell. Doll number 1. Definitely can't show interiors of this. Very perverse stuff. Well, yeah. And I don't know what this is, but it's from Eros. And I kind of feel like if I can see Eros where the art looks like pretty skillful, I guess, on the cover for like 10 or under, I think that's like pretty good. Seems to be about, a lot of the time you'll see stuff that's like over $10 and the art is kind of like, I don't know. But this, from the cover anyways, it looks good. Probably shouldn't even show that, for crying out loud. Don't get me in trouble, okay guys? Keep me out of trouble, man. There's too much trouble in the world. Getting... Next. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, those last two smuts were actually from this dude again. 12-cent romance. Let's go. $4 from DC Young Love. There's gotta be something wrong with it to be like this low price, right? Like it's gotta be falling apart inside or something. I'll take my chance. But a lot of the time with this dude, it'll be in pretty good shape. Like it won't be like poor or fair. And should we take a look in there? Yeah, this video is pretty, let's see, man. You always gotta make some time for romance. This rat race of a world. Yeah, the cover is on there pretty good. Maybe a little bit, yeah, I see that. I'm just wondering who even was on these interiors. Okay, the interiors are nice. They're very, very clean. They don't even feel dusty or nothing. Nice art. Who is doing stuff for DC? Because it almost looks like Romita Sr. or just plain old Romita, maybe he'd be called. But I don't think it was, right? I think he did stuff for Marvel, rather. A lot of the DC and Marvel... Okay, this looks kind of good and weird. Who's this? More fashion. Even with the hair, too. It's one thing I gotta work on, like, drawing how to draw hair. Nice brush strokes on, like, the eyelashes and stuff there. We shall move on. But, yeah, the Marvel and DC romance, it seems pretty fun, but it seems like the Charlton is, like, the most fun. I've seen other weird stuff. Aliens vs. Predator #0. You usually don't see this, or at least like not cheap. This is Mignola cover as well. This is a cool series, but yeah, the 0 is the like what would you call it, like a prologue, I guess you'd call it. And yeah, the first Aliens vs. Predator series is pretty good, but honestly, dude, the prologue is the best part. Maybe one of the best like Aliens vs. Predators at all. Phil Norwood on the art, and who did the writing is fucking sick. Stradley. One guy was like, this must be okay. There was like a set of Aliens prints, and I was like arguing a little bit with the dude. I'm like, who did it must have been Norwood. I'm like, who did these? Because we couldn't find a signature or the folder for the credits. And I was like, it must be Norwood. It almost looks like the inking looked different though. I'm like, maybe it was like Sam Keith, and dude was like, Sam Keith never worked on Aliens. And I was like, yeah, he did, man. It was like volume 2 or 3. I think it was Aliens Earth War, right? And he's like, no. But no hard feelings against him. It's just kind of fun. But anyways, this Aliens vs. Predator, this one's sick. Really like this one. These were in the Dark Horse Presents, right? This is a solid like issue, man. I'd say this issue 0 might be even better than the miniseries, like, to be very honest with you. It's cool. It's cool shit. Only $5 for that. That's rad. I guess #1 even goes for more. Anyhow, another Faust #3, Act 3. I hardly ever see these for under $10, so 6 minus like maybe $1 or $2 is pretty sweet. Damn, dude has a lot of creepy and heavy metal and eerie, and they're all around, like, honestly, they're all priced around like $5 each. A lot of them. Some of them maybe like 10 to 15, but a lot of them are like 5. So don't you dare get there before me next time. But I'm gonna try to do something maybe about that. But for now, I just got this one issue of Creepy. This might be a double, but I don't know who this cover artist is. It almost looks like Gone Wilson, but it's not. I like this like better even, but it's pretty rad. These are always like kind of good. Any Warren or any Warren Megs at all, it seems, are pretty awesome. But there was a bunch there, but I was, I don't want to go too over budget. I would have needed like significant cash to like go kind of all or nothing or something, or to get a run. But I did go for, well, this I think he did for like $10 because this is a sick cover or a sick issue. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice this. That's pretty nasty actually. But I mean, buyer beware. I'm not gonna be like, hey, make any kind of stink about it or anything. I mean, honestly, it's probably still worth this, but it's just not like a deal. Like, yeah, I would have liked, this is a second copy. The Gary Leach cover is fucking, everything's is crazy in these, but yeah. I'm a little bit disappointed in that. I made a mistake by overlooking that. But this is the interiors and everything is sick. This is sick. And there's like a more smutty version of this art as well inside, like a pinup. And yeah, these are just crazy, man. I love, I've been getting these for maybe a couple of years now, and showing them off and talking about them. So okay, but I did this because I saw a bunch of Epic Illustrated, and a lot of people are charging a little more for these now. But I wanted to say to them, hey dude, if I was able to, or how many would you want me to get in order to go to like, or I was like, if I were to get like a little stack, what would you, or I think I said, how much do you want for like a bunch of them? And he's like, 3 each. And that's pretty solid already, but I would want to, like, if I see them together at like a decent price, maybe I can like do better. So I said, how many would you want me to grab if to go down to like $2 each? And he said like maybe like 15, and that was pretty much all all of them, all the ones he had. I think he had like 15 of these, and that's good. Like 15 of these for $30 is pretty solid, I think. June 1984. My bad for not going through these and like putting post-it notes on the pages interior, but I just wanted to go for this because it's gonna be another long week, and like I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. So rather than, who knows when I'd be able to like do a video. So sorry if you guys want to see more, but it's pretty sick. We've shown more in other videos. This must be Bolton again, maybe. Yeah, I like these Claremont and Bolton black and whites. And this is February 1982, April 1982. Oh dang, a double. My bad. February 82. But he only had like 16 issues in there, maybe 17. So I got like all the different ones I could, and then maybe like, I guess I got a double or two by accident as well. So I didn't like miss any of the ones he had there. But December 85. And again, I forgot my wish list at home, so I forget if I'm like I kind of recognize it. I might have this, but just to be sure. June 82. April 81, October 81, and then it's kind of considering like maybe I could like knock 5 issues off, but then he'd want to charge me $3 an issue anyways, and that'd be $30 anyways, whereas we justify it to ourselves. October 1981. I think I do have this one already, but maybe not in as good a condition. This is Boris cover rules. Boris rules, 1982 of December. Some Vallejo and Corbin in there. April 82. Okay, whoops, gotta go do those. But what are you gonna do? This must be Kaluta, right? Winter 1980. Summer 1980. June 81. and August 83. Getting close to the end. So, yeah, not quite as long as normal. We didn't dilly-dally, but we will in subsequent videos. Last guy we hit up. One dude kind of tucked away in a corner. He had these old Fantastic Fours for like, the higher grade ones were like higher priced, right? But the hopefully this is only mid grade. I was like, I noticed a bunch of them were like under $20. This is $8 for Kirby Fantastic Four. Yeah, it's kind of like a little bit of a daydream for a while to be able to get some Kirby Fantastic Fours, and like, I'm kind of like I think I have only like one so far, so these maybe are my second and third ones that I've got. Fantastic Four number 79. I was just kind of going by cover. He doesn't have like a ton. I'm sure other people have got like keys and stuff out of there and stuff, but let's check this out together. Let's see what it is like, because I was like, I noticed that anything that had like a detached staple or interior tear, he had notes on stuff. So I was like, are these like solid? I don't mind really the condition as long as they're like solid. You know what I mean? That they're not like falling apart in any way. And he was like, yep, I only had like one that had like a detached thing, and I put a note on it. Yeah, so that rules. Let's seems like an honest chap, but let's open this together. It's like opening a present. Oh yeah, just by feeling this, I can tell this has been cleaned and pressed too, so that's pretty nice. I kind of like even the way it looks when it's like a little bit, like it feels solid, but like you can see the like folds and stuff. I don't mind it. I still like it. Take a little squiz. I'm happy with that. Like when you consider, god damn, my dumb ass might buy like a modern comic for $8 and just get burned. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with these. Okay, there's that though, but that's whatever. That's still, maybe it's to be expected. I fucking know that guy, a fat lip buster. This is how I feel right now. Not really. At $8, like, honestly, I was telling Tails when I said that he had notes for like detach. It was a little bit of a detached staple on one part of the centerfold. This other Fantastic Four, because I don't know what to pick. I don't know which issues are what and stuff. I'm just going by the covers. There was 83 with the cool Doom, Doctor Doom-ish. Well, one of the cool Doctor Doom issues with Doom on the cover and stuff. But that's the other one that I already have, because I found that back in the day for like a $2. That's a $2 coin here in Canada, anyhow. And yeah, that's good stuff. Let's check this out. This was $12, so these two for $20. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. You know what, man? That motherfucker. There was a tear there. And this has been restapled. Oh my goodness. My feelings are being crushed in front of you in real time in this video, but not really. I mean, if I feel like even if I had known about those defects, I still would have been okay with getting these. So, is that cope or is that the truth? It's for you to decide. Yeah, I mean, if it's still, would it be like a good or a fair or what? Because of that tear and detachment there. Maybe this is the one where the post-it note fell off. On that bombshell, we bid you adieu, and we will see you in the next. Happy hunting out there, and happy times. Have a good week, or Sunday if you see this at that time. Regardless, take care out there, ladies and gents. Next time.